welcome to my 39th video. Thank you so much for joining me if you are a return subscriber, or hello if you are new. My name's Adrina, and in today's video it's going to be a little bit different to my usual style videos because I'm going to actually be unboxing my new iPad Pro. I've literally been waiting a week to film this video and I've been so tempted to open this, but because I am a mum, I have had not the time till today to be able to film this video, so I'm super excited to actually get to use it for the first time and actually unbox it with you. So I'm not going to hold you any longer, let's get into this and let's kind of see the iPad. So as I'm just going to take off this plastic bit, I'm just going to quickly say, oh, I don't need to cut it, okay. There's a tab here, interesting, okay, so there's a tab, so let's just pull that off. I failed at that so bad. Okay, alright. That's just a bit of the plastic. Yeah, so that's the plastic. Let's take that off. So I've just taken the plastic off and it looks like this as the box. The side just has, it says iPad Pro. Say before I open the iPad, I'm so excited actually about opening this, but I just wanted to say, if anyone that's kind of wondering, so as you know, if you've been following this channel, I make Clipart on Procreate, and the iPad I had been using was this iPad Pro. I think it was the first generation, which actually also utilizes the first generation pencil. So when I went from this iPad to think about what other iPad I wanted to upgrade to, I had to have a little look and decide whether I was going to get the iPad Air or the iPad Pro 11.9 inch. And ultimately I came to the decision that I was going to get the bigger screen, the 12.9 inch, which is this one here. With that, I did have to upgrade also my pencil to the second generation pencil. It was sort of a pity because it would have been good if I could have used that same pencil from this iPad, so I didn't have to purchase a new pencil, but it'll be interesting to see how this guy actually works and how, if there's much difference. I know that this pencil is a little bit different in the way of charging, so that will be interesting to see how my workflow goes with that instead of having to stick it in the bottom like I have been in this iPad Pro. So that was just a little bit about that. Let's have a little look now. This is so weird, like this is my first unboxing video, I suppose you could say. I can't even get it out. You guys, I'm not going to make this look majestic because this is real life. Oh my gosh, hello. Alright, so what have we got? Got a little tab here, don't even see that. Oh, and I also am pretty sure I got the space grey one, so not the silver but the space grey. Okay, so it's just come, ooh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is actually mine. Okay, so it's just got like the plastic on it. I'm going to take that off in a minute. But just like feeling it, having this in my hands right now, super exciting, super blessed, super grateful. Secondary, it feels obviously a lot bigger because it is bigger, but yeah, it doesn't feel too bad in weight. Like it's not overly heavy, but it's got a little bit of, you know, you can feel it. The edges though are a lot different to the ones on the first gen, and I didn't actually end up getting a cover for this particular one, so and I've got the rose gold edition of that one, but it's kind of more rounded on the edges, whereas this is more like squared beveled, I suppose you could say. Let's open this plastic. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to get into this first. So these are the little instructions. Okay, so these are the instructions I've just pulled out. Just says designed it by Apple in California, and let's have a look what's in here. Nice. Okay, so we've just got like a little instruction, welcome to the iPad Pro pamphlet. That's pretty nice and simple, and I like how that kind of just like comes out. That's cute. Nice job, Apple. And so obviously that's going to be more of the instructions, all that. And what else have we got? Okay, we got some Apple stickers. Personally, I don't know if I'm going to use them, but I could use them for something. I don't know. Think about what I'm going to do with that. If you're watching this, do you use the Apple stickers that they send you? Like, do you put it on your Apple devices? I know I don't, but maybe I should. I don't know. Put that back in there. So, that's the instructions. Right, instructions, iPad. Alright, what else we got? Right, so we have a little block charger, and we've got just a little cord. So that's obviously what you charge the iPad with, and nothing else inside. So, just to reiterate which version I got, I have got the Apple iPad Pro 12.9 inch, and I got it in 256 gigabyte. I did kind of contemplate whether I should get the 512, I think it is the next one up, or the one below it, 128, but I feel because this particular iPad Pro is only 32 gigabytes, that's the biggest reason why I've gone and upgraded, because what was basically happening when I was using Procreate on this iPad was literally it would either just freeze or it would like just kind of glitch sometimes, and I just wasn't able to use this iPad's functionality, I mean Procreate's functionality, to the best of my ability. I couldn't do animation, I couldn't do things that I wanted to truly do, like make brushes, and just I had to either delete things off the iPad or Procreate for me to even be able to sort of use Procreate. So I could only do like littler things, if that kind of makes sense. I was still able to get by with it, and I still could be able to get by with it. So long story short, there was just not enough space on this particular iPad Pro, and so that's really what led me to want to upgrade this to this iPad. And so let's have a little look now. Let's open this plastic up. I don't know if you can see that. So it's just got like a little tab here. So let's just open that up. You know, like when you're watching other people's videos and you're like, oh, I like how it sounds when people open things. I don't know, I'm not trying to be unrealistic here, you guys, so I'm not going to do that, but wow, hello. Don't you just love when you like open new technology and the screen is just so shiny? And then you just feel like disappointed because you're like, oh, I'm going to have to touch this and my fingerprints are going to go on it. Okay, so that is what this baby is looking like. I am like, oh, so in awe and so happy that I just feel blessed that I've been able to actually have my hands on one of these, to be completely honest. So now I have got a case for it. When I was picking this iPad up, I was actually in JB Hi-Fi. If you are from Australia, you might know what this store is. If you don't, then I'm not sure if you'll know. But anyway, we have a store and I got this one from JB Hi-Fi, and they were showing me like the cases, but there was like literally only one case and it was black. And I was like, that's fine, but I just didn't gel with that case. And so I was gonna actually order like a case online, but we basically walked past, you know, those little pop-up shops with the cases, yeah. So I ended up just getting like just a temporary one for now until I decide to like upgrade to a nicer kind of case. But I just got this little blue case and it was like 40 bucks. And yeah, the lady was just showing me like you can like flip it that way and you can flip it that way and stuff like that. Now I'm just gonna put it in there because I don't really want it to kind of scratch the bottom of it. But yeah, that's the iPad, you've seen it now. Let's put that in here. Make sure it fits, make sure I'm putting it in the right spot. Okay, it's upside down, Adrena. Let's move it around. Okay, and let's pop that in there. Pop it in here. I'm gonna stand up for this bit. Okay. So, look at that. Goodness gracious. Let's just see how that fits. Okay, we've got like the little, jeez. That was fancy, wasn't it? So we've got the little strap here that just goes over there nicely, and you can see the little Apple logo there. Cool. Okay, so I'm happy with the case. Like I said, even though it was kind of just like a cheaper one, I'm actually really happy with that case, you know. And I know when she was like showing me in the store, like she said I could do that, and that is like something that I'm really happy about, like that I can stand it up with this case. And then she said something about you could move it. Yeah, so awesome. So that's pretty cool. Sorry, oh my gosh. I literally almost had a heart attack. I almost dropped that. Okay, so you can put it that way, or you can flip it and put it that way. So not too bad for $40. I'm pretty actually happy with that. So let's turn this guy on. Oh, I probably should show you that. Okay, so we've got the home screen here. Hello. All right, so let's click English. Yes, we're in Australia. I'm gonna try and actually start this iPad from scratch. I wonder if I can do that, set up manually. All right, so I'm going to set it up, have to connect through my Wi-Fi first. So yeah, I'll just do that real quick. It may take a few minutes to activate your iPad. Oh, okay, so data and privacy. This icon appears when an Apple feature asks to use your personal information. So this symbol here. You won't see this with every feature, since Apple collects this information only when needed to enable features, secure our services, or personalize your experience. Apple believes privacy is a fundamental human right, so every Apple product is designed to minimize the collection and use of your data. Use on-device processing whenever possible and provide transparency and control over your information. Continue. All right. Let's do the Face ID. Continue. Right, how to set up Face ID. First, position your face in the camera frame, then move your head in a circle to show all the angles of your face. Get started. I'm going to go do that. Okay, I'm going to do my Face ID thing on this iPad, but if the video quality has gone a bit weird, it's only because I've just transitioned from my actual camera to my iPhone. So I can kind of show you this part. Alright, so let's go continue. Alright, how to set up Face ID. First, position your face in the camera frame, then move your head in a circle to show all the angles of your face. Let's get started. Alright, so can you see that? Ooh. Move your head slowly. Oh, okay. First, Face ID scan complete. Continue. That just feels so crazy. Anyway, Face ID is now set up. Alright, I'm going to create a passcode. So I'm not going to tell you what that is, but I'm going to create a passcode. So, let's do that. And it's just now saying apps and data. So I'm just going to bring you back down here. Alright, so apps and data. Choose how you want to transfer apps and data to this iPad. So what do I want to do? Ooh, that's a good question. Do I even want to transfer anything over? Well, I do want my apps, but I don't necessarily need every single thing from it. So, alright, so I'm undecided as to what I'm going to do here, because I did try just doing it before, and I did it trying to directly do it from my iPad, and it didn't work. So I don't know if I should do like a restore from an iCloud backup, or if I should just don't transfer apps and data and see what's going to happen with that. Let's just try that. All right, so I might use different updates for iCloud and other Apple services. Okay, so I might actually see, I have bought certain iPad apps on my iPad ID for this, but I just don't necessarily need everything else to come across with it. So that's why I'm trying to like decide whether I need a new one or whether I can use my old one, but I just don't want to clog this up already. So let me just sign in with my old one and let's just agree. Oh, okay, so make this your new iPad. Continue. Let's set that up later. Oh, Siri helps you get things done just by asking. Siri can even make suggestions before you ask in apps and keyboards. To use Siri, press and hold the top button or say, "Hey Siri," anytime. Continue. All right, not now. Let's just not share that for now. Welcome to iPad. Woo-woo. Nice. Welcome to iPad. Get started. Oh, hello. Okay, so this is my new baby. Hello. All right, so this is just super nice how big it is. I really like that. And it's got 73%. Okay, that's good. Alrighty, so now that my iPad is set up, I'm going to go download first of all, Procreate, because that is basically what I bought this iPad for. So let's get Procreate happening on here, you guys. Procreate. Enter. All right, this bad boy. Now, I think because I have purchased it, that is why I've got that there. Let's have a look, see if it works. Yes. Sorry. Okay, so I've just gotten out of the app store and you can see Procreate is downloading. I'm super excited about that. I am literally super excited about that. So I can't wait to finally use Procreate on this new device. And what I also wanted to do, because I have Affinity Designer downloaded, well, I can't use it because of the space like I was saying. As you can kind of see, so you guys, excuse the mess, but as you can see, I have Designer on here, but I couldn't actually use it because I just didn't have enough storage to use Procreate plus Affinity Designer, which I bought ages ago, and I've just never been able to play with it. And this is another reason why I wanted to upgrade, because it's done. This is another reason why I wanted to upgrade to a bigger size memory on this iPad, so I could utilize both of those programs that I haven't, with the Affinity Designer, and I hadn't even been able to use it because of the size of the iPad just wasn't allowing for me to use both. So let's go just back to the App Store. I want to get Affinity Designer again, and I actually want to be able to actually give it a go. Affinity Designer. So I'm pretty sure I bought it. So yes. Download. Okay, guys, I cannot deal. And what's this? Vectornator. Ooh. Adobe Illustrator. Is this on here? What? Alright, that's interesting. So I have an Adobe Illustrator Cloud Creator or whatever it is, subscription. Will I be able to use it on here if I have the subscription? Let's have a look. I don't know. I hope so. That'd be good if I could. Oh, maybe that's just separate. Oh, but that's cool. That is so cool. All right, okay, so interesting. See, this is where it gets here. So I have the Adobe Illustrator on the computer. So you can see here. Oh, interesting though. So I'm wondering, now that I have this, I could even cancel depending on what I want to do with it on the computer. Because I haven't used Adobe Illustrator on the iPad yet, but at least you can kind of see the pricing here. Interesting. All right, so I'm gonna leave that for now because I have it on my computer. So I'll leave that for now, but that's good to know at least. So let's open Affinity. Hello. Okay. All right, this is the first time I've opened this. What am I doing? Right, let me just get out of that for a minute. I want to go to Procreate. I wanted to look at Affinity Design as well, but let's just do one thing at a time. Procreate, let's have a look. Okay. Okie dokie. All right, so, pencil. I need to unbox my pencil. Let me do that right now. Okay, so I'm really sorry if this kind of video is all over the place with different chops and changes, because I'm using my camera, then my iPhone, and It's just like in between. So anyway, what I was going to say is I needed to unbox my pencil to use on my new iPad. So first of all, this is the 1st gen pencil, which went with the iPad Pro 1st gen. 1st gen 9.7 inch size. Now, this is a 1st generation iPad pencil, and yes, don't ask me, I've lost the lid. That was one of the downfalls, I think, of this particular pencil, because to charge it, basically, this is what I have to do. I have to plug it in like that, and it's really super awkward, and I'm just like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like when I'm like charging it and whatever. So I've heard with this one, well, I haven't heard, I've seen it, with this new baby, this iPad Generation 2 pencil, it literally, all it does, it just like magnetizes to the side and charges. So I'm excited about the upgrade in pencils, but I mean, this pencil I have found to be pretty good so far, and I really enjoyed it. So if this is better, then amazing, but we'll have to kind of see what the difference is with that. So I'm gonna unbox this. So I put that down, but that was just like a little show of my old pencil. So this one, same as like the iPad, has like a little tab, just open the plastic. Now you guys, let me just say, these are not cheap. They are not cheap. I mean, the iPad in general is just not cheap either. The iPad Pro, this one is not cheap. It is pretty dear, to be completely honest. Now, I was extremely blessed and lucky that the first iPad I actually ever got, this was actually a Christmas gift from my partner, this iPad. Now, I always wanted an iPad, and he ended up getting me for Christmas one year. And this was before I even used Procreate as much as I do. So I don't think at the time I was using it Procreate to draw. I just wanted an iPad to do other things on. And so I ended up obviously getting that as a gift, which I was really super thankful about. After a few years of using this iPad, and then when I picked up making clip art for Teachers Pay Teachers, then I realized, like I said, like I could get away with using this iPad, but not forever, especially with the things I wanted to do with my Procreate journey. So basically, like I wanted to do animation, I wanted to do more things using Procreate, and this just was not facilitating that with the amount of gigabytes on that. So anyway, leading us back into talking about this pencil also is not cheap. In Australia, it's $199. So it is something that is an investment, and if you are wanting to use Procreate, I really probably, well, to be honest, I've never tried another stylus, so I don't know. But I will say I have enjoyed the Apple Pencil 1st generation, so I can imagine it may be similar for this. I will try that out today and kind of see if there's any kind of differences. Otherwise, it just might be the look and the charging of it. I don't know, but I'm going to unbox this, but I will just, yeah, like I said. But I just want to like highlight that like the iPad in general is quite dear, and this as well is quite dear. And I mean, I even looked into the actual keyboard, and I was gobsmacked at how much the actual keyboard was. It was like $400 to $500. I'll have to look up the exact price, but it was like, I was like, excuse you, for like literally a keyboard, why is that so much? Anyway, it is what it is. And you know, like when I was even going to pick this up, I was a little bit cheeky, and I was like, you know, like, is this the best price that you can like offer? Like, because I know I've worked in retail before, and sometimes, you know, if you ask those questions, is this the best price that you can do it for, then sometimes there's a bit of leeway with, you know, someone discounting if you're going to buy it today sort of thing. So that's one thing I learned from retail. However, in this particular instance, yeah, they weren't going to discount being an Apple product. And yeah, if it was, they would have only have taken like $10 off. And I know that because I actually called up the store that I live at and asked if they could do it cheaper. And they said, oh yeah, but it'd have to be sent to you because I didn't have one in store, and it was only going to be like $10 cheaper. So to have it there and then for $10 savings, I was just like, let's just pay the extra $10. So anyway, that's the story there. But let me open this iPad pencil and let's have a look-see. So that is so, Right, so that's a little box. It's so crazy when you think about it, right? Like, we've gone from like traditional art to like this digital art being so mainstream now, and it's like amazing but freaky and kind of like so cool at the same time. Like the fact that we're opening this and we use these kind of pencils to create digital art is like unreal. Anyway, so this is the little guy. Right. Immediately I can see there's a little bit of a difference in this particular one to my old pencil. So there's like divots in this one. You probably can't see. There's a little plastic here I can probably take off. Oh, okay, ew, ew, ew. All right, one thing I don't like already. Might get used to it. Oh, that feels so weird. I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm used to this first gen pencil, I really like the slippery feel. This feels powdery. What the heck? Alright, I don't know how I'm feeling about that actually. Like, that's weird. I didn't get to feel the iPad pencil, Apple Pencil, when I was in store. So this is a true reaction because that is weird. Alright, so that is something I'm going to have to get used to. Yeah, okay, that's going to be something I have to get used to because that does feel more powdery than this one for sure. It's probably just because I'm so used to this one. So anyway, okay, so this actually feels slightly lighter. I don't know if that's actually true, if that's just in my head. Obviously, I would have had my little top if I didn't lose it, but you know, being something that if you take off to charge, easily lost. I don't know where it's gone, probably somewhere hanging around. So anyway, that is that. Now, there is on the Generation 2, actually it says Apple Pencil, whereas this one I think it might have had it on the thing as well, but it might not have because I'm just looking now and it looks like, literally you probably can't see that, but on this silver part here it says Apple Pencil. So that's a difference in the actual pencil. And as far as the nib, it looks exactly the same. I think it's just like the overall design and just having something that you don't have to like literally take on and off. So that's probably a really good upgrade in regards to charging. Like that is definitely better than having to take that lid off. So that's one thing. All right, let's now kind of like use Procreate and see how this feels. Okay, so just quickly, one thing I just noticed is I'm pretty certain when I got my first gen pencil, I'm pretty sure it came with an extra nib. Yeah, it did come with an extra nib because I remember breaking the first one by accident because I dropped it on the floor and it came with an extra one. I'm just looking at this pencil now and the box doesn't have an extra nib, so that's interesting. So whether this lasts longer or it's just they didn't add that into the price, that's interesting. Very interesting. All right, now let's give this little baby a try. Oh, my heart is just fulfilled right now. Okay. Oh, I'm so silly. I have to set this up, right? Okay, silly me. What was I thinking? I'm just so used to like literally just using it from my other one. So I'm gonna have to set this up. Settings, Bluetooth, where are you? Oh, so maybe I have to, oh, okay. So that was cool. That literally just like stole that out of my hand just there. I didn't even know that was the side. All right, okay. Welcome to Apple Pencil. Your Apple Pencil unlocks a whole new iPad OS experience, letting you annotate, draw, mark up, and edit in the apps you use every day. All right, so we can create a quick note, we can do a scribble, switch tools with a gesture, easily capture screenshots. Oh my goodness, what? So swipe your Apple Pencil from the bottom left corner of your iPad to take a screenshot. Nice, okay. Use your pencil to write in any text area to convert it into type. Give a scribble a try by handwriting some text into the box below. Okay, replay. Alright, I don't know what that does. Delete. Also, if I want to delete something. Oh, cool. Okay, so if we just be like scratch, I have to scratch it out properly though. Alright, interesting. Select. Draw a line over the word. Oh, okay. Alright, so it looks like the functionality of this iPad pencil allows you to do a few more things. I don't know if that's just with this update of the second gen. I don't remember that, or if it's just the iPad, because I don't remember going through this process with my first one. I don't get it. Double tap or just like tap? Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, what? Okay, what in the world? So actually on the Apple Pencil. Well, that's a bit hard. So tap, oh jeez. Okay. So tap, tap. So if I tap it, actually, oh, I can't. That's a kind of a weird feature. Tap, tap. So you see how that changed? Tap, 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 tap. Okay. Okay, already I can feel a difference with the drawing. This feels a lot, maybe it's just I got to alter the pressure sensitivity because it feels like I have to press harder on this. Weirdly, and it feels like there's more stickiness to this compared to using. This feels so much smoother. This first gen pencil on this iPad feels so smooth. This, however, there is definitely, yeah, very interesting. This feels more harder. It does not feel as smooth or flowy. Like this, I just feel like it's just like butter. This, I feel like there's definitely some more resistance. So that's interesting. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I feel like maybe I'm going to have to alter the pressure sensitivity on here because I don't know if I like that, to be honest. I just don't know. Right. What I do love though right now about this iPad, the actual size is amazing. I'm really happy with this size. You can just, I mean, not that that wasn't necessarily an issue because you could zoom up and stuff, but I'm really feeling this size at the moment. I feel like I can just see things clearer and I feel like that's really cool. So I will be honest here, I'm not as keen. I don't know if it's just because this is just feeling new to me. I'm not keen on the actual, how tough this is. Maybe just like I said, because I'm not used to it. Or maybe I just have to see if I can change the pressure sensitivity on the actual app. But this feels weird to me. It feels literally as though, okay, how do I even describe it? It feels to me when I'm drawing with this Apple Gen Pencil 2, it feels like, you know when you've got a sticker, you've bought something new, like say if you've got a sticker on a mug that you've just bought and you're about to wash the mug before you use it. And you try and rub the sticker off and you've got that hard kind of like little residue of that. You've gotten the sticker off, but there's that little bit of residue left from the sticker. That's what this sort of feels like to me on initial thoughts. This, to me, I don't know if it is, whoops. I don't know if it is because I've been using this for a while. I'm just so used to it, but this feels honestly like butter to me. This feels so smooth, so like, in way, I guess you could say slippery though as well. Like if you had gone from this pencil to this pencil, you'd be like, why is it so slippery? But I think because I've gone from the Gen 1 pencil to this Gen, I'm feeling like, what in the world? Why is this so hard? Like that's really, I'm going to have to get a little bit used to this, you guys, or like I said, change it if there's a possibility of changing the pressure sensitivity because I feel like I'm pressing too hard on this. I don't know if I am, but anyway, that is that about the pencils. And that was unpredicted. I didn't think I was going to feel that way about this pencil, but what I will say, I love this. I love this. If this is going to work. Yeah, good job, Apple. That was a much, much smarter move than that was. Now, I'm not all into this whole tech stuff. Like I'm not someone that knows lots and lots about it, but I do know that apparently this iPad utilizes a M1 chip, which is what can be found in some like iMacs and computers or laptops from Apple. This one obviously doesn't have that. So the graphics and like, I guess even just like the processor and the chip of whatever is in this one is like quite powerful. Gen 1 versus Gen 2. Okay guys, so that is basically my unboxing video. I've never done an unboxing video, so I don't know if that was any value to anyone, but I just thought I would share me opening my iPad for the first time, just in case anyone is looking at wanting to buy the iPad Pro 12.9 inch. Before I went and decided on which iPad I wanted to get, I watched a few YouTube videos myself, and I think I kind of came to the conclusion that the 12.9 was right for me. I did consider the 11.9, especially due to price, but I feel like I wanted that little bit extra in the size of the actual iPad. Now in regards to this one, this iPad, if you are just starting out making clip art, then this would be fine. If you know, like I said, I could get away with using this, but for what I actually want to do with my business and creating things, I needed to eventually upgrade my iPad, and it was just inevitable that I needed to upgrade. I'm super blessed and super excited that I have this device to be able to move me forward. So I just feel really blessed because these are not cheap purchases. They are things that I have considered as an investment in my time and in my business. So that is basically that. That is the Apple Pencil 2. This is the Apple Pencil 1 that I had with my first iPad, and like I said, if you are someone that is looking into Clipart, if you've been following my journey, you definitely don't have to get this big of an iPad, depending obviously what you want to do. I have a lot more plans of the things that I want to do in regards to creation, animation, using 2 programs, inserting pictures and photos and things like that I needed a bigger amount of space for. That's why I opted for the 256 gigabyte version. So now that I have a lot more space on here, that literally makes me feel so much more at ease to be like, okay, I can do a bit more and I don't have to be so precious with the amount of space that I had on this iPad. I loved the iPad size. Like, this size was perfect when I was traveling, when I was creating Clipart in the car, you know, when I would, you know, just whenever, like when I was sitting on the couch, I could just take this and just like draw, watching TV, or when I was outside. This is really like, this 9.7 inch was just a really handy size, but I am excited to be able to give this a crack, having this as a bigger size in a more of a professional way that I can kind of see more details and do more things with. That being said, I just want to say thank you if you actually end up getting to the end of this video. Like I said, I'm definitely not a tech person to be unboxing this, but I thought, you know what, there are probably people out there that are wanting to start Clipart or wanting to like see the tools that I'm using, or even just who are following my journey to see kind of why I upgraded. And that's basically the main reason, to have more space and to do more things with this iPad. I eventually want to create my own brush set. I want to do a few little things down the line. I'm not going to spoil them all, but like I want to do a few things using Procreate, and I needed to upgrade in size to be able to do that because this one was just not allowing that. So if you are watching me for the first time and you are interested in creating your own clip art, then feel free to go and have a look through some of my playlists on my channel, and feel free to subscribe if that is something that you are interested in. So thank you once again, and I will see you in my next video. Adios!